Welcome back to Ozarks Tonight. Well, COVID-19 has proved one thing for sure, that life throws us a curveball every now and then, and oftentimes that curveball is costly. The pandemic has created a mess with many people's finances. Those experiencing unemployment are dipping into their savings, while others are trying to cut back and save more. Darlene Mabins from Arvis Bank is here to tell us about how to work savings into our budgets as we take a closer look at our finances during the summer. So, Darlene, how do we start?
Well, the best place to always start is with your bank statements. Going through your bank statements and seeing what your spending habits are, seeing what you're spending on your needs always, and then versus your wants, and seeing where your savings options are, where you can start at. The specialists say you should do 50, 20, and 30, which is 50% of your income to your basic needs, 20% of that to your savings and investments, and then 30 to whatever you're wanting to spend your money on. So if you keep that number in mind, 50, 20, 30, that kind of is a good basis to start off with, and then moving forward from there. Looking at your bank statements, you can see where you can shrink some of those wants, so you can save a lot of that money as well.
For sure. And as people look at their finances, some might have a sense of panic and realize, I don't have a whole lot of money saved up, and they want to, start this process immediately. What would you say to those people who are really in a hurry to build up those savings?
Well, that's a common feeling with anyone, especially if you're really in the position where you can start saving. The important thing is just to start, and just understanding that right now we are social distancing, and that the things that maybe you're not going out to eat as much or going out and spending that extra money, you can always put that into your savings immediately. So take the opportunity that's presented to you right now and putting that money back versus, spending it if you were going out, which now we're trying to distance ourselves from one another for health reasons. Shopping for your essentials, making lists, finding places where you can cut some of those needs, and maybe shopping off-brand instead of branded things can save you money. I mean, a little bit goes a long way. So wherever you can find or cut back on subscriptions. So if you're using a lot more subscriptions, or you actually enrolled for more than you're using, then seeing what you're actually spending that on and making cuts there, that's a good place to start as well.
Now, a general savings account is something a lot of people have heard of, but we often talk about the emergency savings account. I mean, you have had that discussion a few times over the last year. So remind us what an emergency savings account should, all the money you should have in it, what should go into it, and how you start.
Well, emergency savings should contain at least 6 months worth of your expenses. So whatever those are, whether it's your rent, your car, it should be 6 months worth of those expenses. In case you lose your job, or heaven forbid something happens that you're not able to work, that's the whole basis of an emergency fund. And the account should be long. It takes longer to build, so I wouldn't get discouraged if you don't have that full 6 months right away, but just move towards that goal. And right now, some of those things you can consider, maybe instead of a home, if you're in an apartment, looking for something that's a little bit cheaper in rent, or if you're in a home, refinancing. Right now, rates are really low, so if you're able to refinance and get a lower rate as well as a lower payment, that could go a long way to adding to your savings as well. So talk to your lender and see if there's options for you there. Also, doing automatic payments from your payroll to a savings account, it kind of takes the guesswork out of it, and whether or not you can or not. If you already have something set up where there's a certain amount of your paycheck that's going to go to savings, it helps a lot from getting that money and then spending it on something that you maybe didn't intend to do. So setting up an automatic payment to your savings account is a good way to go. Money market, certificates of deposit, those are great options as well. You can keep your funds liquid, but also have more interest that you're gaining on that versus in a traditional savings account. So if you have a little bit saved up, maybe consider putting it into a CD or money market to get more interest on that.
For sure. And toward the end of last semester, a lot of kiddos were at home much more than they were at school after schools around the area were canceled due to the pandemic. And now during the summer, kiddos are at home as well. So if you want to pass on some of this knowledge to your children, where's the best way to start there?
Well, just sit down with them and if they're getting allowance, helping them to put some of that in a piggy bank, helping them to start a savings account at their bank. Loose change. My kiddos actually save their loose change. So at the end of the year, they can see how much they are earned or saved up over the year, and then that goes into a savings account. So every little bit helps. And if they see you modeling the behavior, they'll also copy that from you. So if they see you taking them to the bank where you're making your payroll deposits and then showing them how you're putting some of that into your savings account, so they can do the same as well. So that helps them and just reinforcing the importance of it.
All right, very important stuff. Great information as always. Darlene Mavens from Arvis Bank. Darlene, thanks for coming on the show today.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more Ozarks Tonight right after this.